Welcome back to the channel. After 2 weeks in Lampang, I'm back in bustling Chiang Mai. This time, I wanted to stay just outside the east wall of the old city in a charming neighborhood called Chang Moi. My base for this week is Paapu Next Door Guesthouse. Let me take you inside and share both the pros and cons so you can decide if it's right for your next trip. Location-wise, Paapu Next Door is just a 10-minute walk from Tha Pae Gate. That makes it an easy spot for exploring Chiang Mai's attractions, markets, and local eateries. The building itself is 3 to 4 stories tall, tucked between others, with a classic red-tiled roof and the usual tangle of overhead wires you'll find all around Chiang Mai. A hand-painted yellow ramp out front even mimics the Beatles' Abbey Road, a playful touch that sets the mood. When I arrived, it was pouring rain, but the staff kindly let me check in an hour early. There's no lift here, so be ready for stairs. If you've got heavy luggage, ask for a room on the lower floors. The ground floor houses a cafe, except during my stay, it never opened. Which is a shame, because the space looked cozy. Long wooden communal table, warm lighting, mismatched chairs. A little chalkboard pointed me down the street to Paapu House for coffee and breakfast instead. Above the cafe is a mezzanine, styled with terracotta tiles, light yellow walls, and bohemian decor. A water dispenser is also available, a thoughtful, eco-friendly touch I really appreciated. Now to the highlight, my queen room with balcony. At 38 square meters, it costs about 940 baht per night. Paapu Next Door only opened in early 2025, so everything still feels new. The queen bed was impressive. Comfortable linen, loads of pillows, and a mattress that honestly rivals some 3-star hotels. The wooden frame with an antique window, however, could be a trip hazard for elderly guests. The air conditioning is strong and cools quickly. There's also a standing fan for when you want just a breeze. Wi-Fi was fast. When it worked, it tended to drop out often. The TV connects to Netflix, but you won't find Thai channels here. A huge wardrobe offers plenty of space, though it did have a musty smell. The kitchenette is well equipped. Fridge, microwave, kettle, crockery. Perfect for heating up night market snacks. But there's no sink inside the room. Washing is done in a shared area outside, which had an unpleasant smell. One of my favorite features was the large wooden dining table. It doubled as a workspace, and honestly, it was the most comfortable desk setup I've had on this trip. Fresh flowers and plants were a nice touch, though they attracted bugs, which I'll get to later. The living space included a sofa, lamps, and a warm, cozy vibe. The balcony overlooked rooftops, hostels, and power lines. Not glamorous, but very Chiang Mai. Planter boxes with real greenery were a thoughtful detail. Noise, however, can be an issue. A bar next door plays music until 12 a.m. at night. The area is especially rowdy on weekends. Bring earplugs if you're sensitive. Here's where Paapu Next Door lost points. I found a lot of hair on the floor upon arrival. Cleaning is only done every 3 to 4 days, and only after 1 p.m. There were ants crawling on the floor and mosquitoes managed to get inside even with doors and windows closed. The indoor plants probably made that worse. Personally, the insects were major downsides. I think professional pest control would help here. The bathroom though was great. Clean white tile, strong water pressure, a rainfall shower, and even a digital water heater that let me set the temperature to the exact degree. Plenty of towels were provided. Paapu Next Door has a lot going for it. Spacious, stylish rooms, thoughtful design touches, and an affordable price point. On the flip side, cleanliness and insects are real issues. If you don't mind the bugs, this guest house could be a good budget-friendly stay in Chiang Mai. For me, I'd call it a solid option, but one that needs a bit more effort to really shine. That's my full review of Paapu Next Door in Chiang Mai. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my other Chiang Mai reviews and walking tours.